What's really good, LeSBP trading familiar, buenos dias, bonjour, bon dia. Thank you all for tuning in. So today we're going to be doing the same thing we do every day, trying to take over the world. No, we're going to be going over the current results. Right now, we're still down $302. Remember, this is the FTMO account started on the 25th. Profit split is on the 25th of May, 80-20. All that great stuff is still the same. Current consistency score is 52%. We're still good on max daily and max loss, but we are negative on profit, so negative $302. We made a whopping $4.50 today. We only had one trade, and that's what I'm trying to do. Break it down. Instead of having four trades, we get one trade, or maybe two, depending on, if the trade breaks even, or, if it's a very, very small loss. But in most cases, it probably won't be anymore. So, looking at statistics, $45 and $40. This actually went down. I think it was at like 55 yesterday. Average loss 66.13, which is still roughly the same. Average risk to reward, I think that went down, as well as profit factor went down. Win rate is still seemingly to go up. And like I said, we only took one trade. We were in it for a good minute. But it just didn't seem to work out. It was at the end of the day. I kind of knew if it didn't get to a certain point or a certain push, then basically it wasn't going to work out. So I moved that. I moved this stop loss to break even relatively quickly. I didn't wait for like a 1-to-1 scenario because once again it was at the end of the day. So just to show you that trade. Actually, I'll just show you on TradingView because I think it's a little easier. Looking at TradingView from yesterday, we had a 243.7 pip range from that New York high, New York low from yesterday. So I was like, okay, well, let's see where it goes today because we did, of course, have some news. There was unemployment claims today, and that's around 8:30. So 8:30 on May 4th. I know that's not, to me, it's not very super duper high news. It's like every Thursday now. It's been like that for the last month and a half, maybe 2 months. But it's not like crazy, crazy news. It does move the market maybe about 20, 30 pips. So in my head, it's tradable before that news event. Not like right before, but if you can get in at 8 o'clock or 8:10, something like that or whatever, then you're fine. If not, and you want to wait, I would say anything after 8:25, like 8:25 till 8:35, don't mess with it. But that's up to you. So either way, we had a position here that we did not take. This actually would have been the better position. This was literally at 8:01. There's two reasons why we didn't take it. One, we were late. And I hate being late and taking a trade, even though it did come back up to entry like three times, actually, as a matter of fact. Came back, well, yeah, three times. So one, two, and three. Came back up to entry three times, and so that means we had ample amount of chances to get in. But to me, it's like in my head, once I missed the first available entry, I don't know, something in my mind that says, don't take it, don't do it. But I don't know, sometimes I overwrite that and I still take it and then I end up losing it. So in this case, it would have been a good time to try to go ahead and take it, but we were late. First reason was because we had like meetings on top of meetings today. It was ridiculous, bro. If you have never had a 6 hour meeting, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about being mad about meetings. Like this meeting lasted. I jump on at 7 o'clock. I was late, 7:05. The meeting had already started. I'm in the meeting, like, oh crap. Get off the meeting, go drop my daughter off, come right back to get back on the meeting. And this meeting lasted until five. No, I'm sorry, that's not even 6 hours. That's like, well, we took a couple breaks in between. But the meeting lasted from 7 o'clock this morning until 5 p.m. 1700, bruh. Like, I'm like, oh, that's 10 hours almost. But either way, um, we missed it because of that, and I was taking my daughter to school. So basically, after that, I decided not to get into it. It went about a good 90 pips at its lowest point of where this trade would have went. Went about 90 pips, and then it actually floated back up, and it would have taken me out at break even. Now, this is still relatively early. It's 11 o'clock. So in my head, I was like, okay, well, if it would have knocked me out of break even, I probably still would have looked for another trade. So in between all this time, I was looking, couldn't find anything. Nothing was meeting confluence. Looking. And then once it got up here, I was like, okay, maybe we're going to be, maybe we're going to get some good buy positions. So I waited. Nothing still met confluence. And then right after it pushed above, but then pushed back into this 4 hour support resistance area, confluences were met for another sell position. Now, sadly, to me, this is relatively late. This is at 2:19. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well, 14:19 in the afternoon, 2:19 in the afternoon, 2 p.m. I'm like, crap. Well, one, I gotta go pick up my daughter by 2:30, but two, it's already 1400. Like it's after 1400, as a matter of fact. I don't want to get into a trade knowing that more than likely there's just not going to be any volume. There's not going to be any push. I said in my head, I said the only way that we are either one going to win this trade for 120 pips or two at least be able to sustain some kind of pip movement, 70, 80, 60 pips, is if there's a huge push at 3 o'clock. Now, lo and behold, 219, probably about 230 right here. I was up 40 pips, 30 pips, something like that. So from this point, from the entry down to the point where right before I was going to pick up my daughter, so I left at this point, 42 pips up. And of course, I'm seeing it go up and down, up and down, up and down. And that was the lowest point before it took me out at break even. And then by the time I got her and I was on the way back, 1500 came and I was looking at the trade. I was literally walking into the house and I was like, yeah, it's going to take me out. Because once I saw 1500 made a big push and it looked like, people were trying to get out of their cells. Basically, this is people getting out of the cells. Once it looked like that, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to take me out. Then it's going to come back down. I was hoping to God that it wasn't going to take me out, then fly or drop, I should say, to hell in a sense. I was gonna be pissed, but it didn't do that. It actually came back up, knocked me out. Then it went down around to the same area, almost well, just about to the New York low of yesterday. Well, a little past that actually. New York low of yesterday. Then it came back up one more time at 1530, and then it dropped back down a little bit below, right at 1600. Now after 1600, I wouldn't be looking for anything anyways because I'm done for the day. But that was really about it. And now I think it's actually hanging around a little bit in the 4 hour. Yeah, it's like in the 4 hour sports area for like the last 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know. This shit been playing right around this same support resistance area, and I'm ready for it to like burst out. And I don't know which way it's gonna go, but I'm just like waiting on that to happen. So either way, it wasn't a bad day. Any day where you don't lose is to me is a good day. As long as you mitigate your risk and stuff. I mean, even if you do lose, it still could be a good day as long as you're mitigating risk. As long as you're not going in there balls to the wall, acting retarded, just trying to jump into any other trade and just throwing bets in basically. It's still a pretty good day because you can still learn from it at least. Other than that, tomorrow there is some or there's NFP news, but also I don't know if it's going to be as significant because the UK 100 is also going to be closed early tomorrow at 11 p.m. We'll close it. Sorry, it's closing tonight at 11 p.m. Which is now actually. Oh no, that's Friday. Close 11. What? Hold on. Due to coordination, UK 100 will close early at 11 p.m. on Friday. That might be a typo. 11 p.m. on Friday at night. The UK 100 would already be closed, right? Will be closed the whole day on Monday, May 8th, and will reopen. I guess that's the key point. Maybe it's closed on Monday. Okay, maybe it won't be eaten up. If this is how it says it is, and the UK 100 will be closed early at 11 p.m. on Friday. Maybe that's the GMT time or CEST time. I don't know. I don't understand where they're getting these hours from. So 11 p.m. on Friday, even for me, would be 11 p.m. 11 p.m. 11 p.m. on Friday. It's 11 p.m. So 11 p.m. is this time. Let me put a line right there. That's 11 p.m. And for me, that is, oh, well, to me, that's kind of normal. Like the market closes at 5 or 6 on Fridays anyways. So, yeah, so that's kind of normal, I guess. And we'll be closed the whole day. Monday, of course, is not a normal day for it to be closed, but it'll be closed on Monday, all the way up until 3 a.m. on Tuesday. So that's, I guess that's not really that bad. But there is NFP tomorrow. So we'll be watching out for that. I have to watch one of my videos tonight to see how that's tradable for me. Whew. Other than that, Monday and Tuesday I might not trade, to be honest with you. I might wait till CPI and core PPI. Those are usually my decent days. Um, but yeah, I might not trade until CPI and PPI, and hope that they don't do me wrong on CPI PPI. Because those are usually my really, like, if I ever have a day that is really really great, it is CPI and PPI. And both of those news days are good because both of the news 8:30 comes out. 8:30 comes out on that day, so that's going to be fantastic because there's not like 2 and 3 triple news days all in the same day. Um, and then we still have a bunch of news events throughout the month. I'm more or less, if you can't tell, I'm more or less aiming on these high news days instead of the days where there is no news, because those are the days the days where there is no news are the days that usually kind of mess me up. So let's see what we got. We'll see how NFP goes tomorrow. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you once again, as always. Can y'all even see me? I'm so dark skinned. I blend in with like everything. Background is just like a shadow. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a good day. Thank you. Peace.